back to the channel. This is No Luck Trucking. I'm Max. Boy, it has been almost a month since we put out a video. I was planning on making the video, just not today necessarily. So we've just been kind of doing the holiday thing, and then we've just been on the dedicated stuff. So it hasn't been a ton to film. And then today, it basically snowed all day at the house, but it was like light stuff, and it was cleaned up pretty quickly. So didn't think much of hopping in the truck and getting up to Baltimore. You know, it's about 180 miles from the house. I've been at it for about 30 minutes, probably got about 20 miles done. I've been sticking around 45 miles an hour. Just trying to be safe, you know. It looks like the farther north that we go, the clearer that it's been getting, so that's good. Just been trying to go at a safe speed, you know. I slow down when it gets real bad and just maintain, try not to jerk the wheel, hit the brakes too hard, anything like that, you know. But figured I would document a little bit, since the GoPro's been set up for quite a while. We just have not used it at all. Of course, I've mentioned a bunch that while we're on the dedicated stuff, we really can't film, so that's kind of the majority of our week is our dedicated round trip. But since last time we have made a video, we actually are now officially dedicated on the FedEx run that happens on Friday nights going to Greensboro out of Baltimore. We called and got that secured, so now they just shoot it to us instead of posting it on the board and then us booking all of it that's available. Which makes it nice, because as long as we have the other dedicated, I mean, that's like the best load going. So we got that nailed down, and then just been kind of moving stuff. Liz's parents bought a new house, and it has an apartment on the ground floor, so we have basically moved in there. We've been slowly moving in to the apartment area on the weekends, so we haven't had a third load, so that means no filming. So I can't really film the Friday run, man. It's the same run that we've done for the last like 5 months, however long we've been on the dedicated stuff. I guess probably almost 6 months now, I would assume. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of get through this slow and steady. Yeah, what else? I don't want to get too involved in chatting, because, you know, I gotta be vigilant. Yeah, we'll probably pick up a little bit later. I just wanted to kind of document the all-day snow event that's been going on, because we don't do a whole lot of snow driving, but we gotta get up to Baltimore before tomorrow and get the trailer dropped so it can get loaded and be ready. I have no illusions that we're not going to hit snow on the way across the mountains tomorrow. What is it, 68 is a brutal run without snow, and then you mix nighttime and snow. It should be a lot of fun, but I don't know, who knows, maybe it'll stop snowing by tomorrow and chill out some. But alright, we'll pick up when we get safely to Baltimore. Man, that drive was absolutely brutal. It took about 4.5 hours to get there instead of the normal 3. So many people out on the road that should not be out on the road. It was pretty uneventful as far as like getting there safely. There was one time where the lane suddenly went to like no plowing, so there was a ton of snow. The truck gave that wiggle a little bit, so I was able to just like let off the gas just a tiny bit, and then I was able to get over. But other than that, it was pretty uneventful on our end. But there's a guy towing a boat that basically spun around, and he was facing oncoming traffic. That happened like right in front of us. That was interesting to watch. And now the guys are plowing the parking lot over here, so we need to find a place to park that's out of their way. Also, the cab leveling valve, when we go around corners, you can kind of hear it inflating, deflating, kind of depending on which angle the cab's tilting. That is frozen open now, so right now there is a small hiss of air, and then when I go around the corner, sometimes it'll free up and stop leaking air, but then if it tilts again, it starts leaking. There is so much ice built up behind the cab, it is ridiculous. So yeah, fun stuff. It's been a long time since I've driven in that much snow. I guess if I should have known better, and we should have just left tomorrow morning, but you know, it is what it is. We made it safely, dropped the trailer off, and now we're gonna head over there, and I'm gonna catch some sleep. Yeah, good times. We might pick up in a moment once I find a parking spot. Well, you know how in the last scene I said I would pick up the video when we got parked? Yeah, I didn't do that. So it's been several days later. We ended up making our return trip. And like I had thought, 68 was pretty brutal through the mountains. It got so heavily covered that my only saving grace, well, aside from going slower, but in order to like not go back in time, you know, like creeping 1 or 2 miles an hour to make it up the hill, a snowplow entered the interstate as I was, you know, carving the mountains, and stayed behind them for a little while. He cleared up the road, which was good. And then on the other side of the big mountains, it was perfectly fine. We ran into some winter weather, but it wasn't anything major. You know, it wasn't really like covering the road. It wasn't like the drive up, let's put it that way. But we did notice the fuel gauge was dropping pretty significantly, very, very quick, which didn't seem right until I realized that the crossover tube that balances the two tanks was most likely frozen. So it happens. So it was only pulling from one tank, so basically it was showing double the fuel usage because there is a level sensor in the left tank, not in the right tank, driver side tank, and that's where it pulls the fuel from as well. So it thought that we were using double the amount of fuel. That has since defrosted. I think while we were sitting in Louisville waiting for the load to get loaded on our trailer to head back. So on the return trip, we still stopped and filled the left side, because if it happened again, I would rather have, you know, a full tank of fuel on one side than have a full tank on the other side, but it's not pulling from that side. But thankfully we haven't had that issue anymore since then, but you know, it's just something to keep in mind. And now, as you can see, today is what, Friday, so tonight we have our FedEx run. So about to head to sleep, and it's starting to snow again, and we were lucky enough to pick where they were plowing the snow, I guess. So all we've heard since about 4 this morning was the backup beepers of all the equipment, which is fine. I mean, I needed to kind of be up anyways, and I need to sleep through the day. So it's coming down pretty decently, but it's supposed to stop soon. So I don't think we're gonna have any problems tonight, but you know, you never know. Yeah. So I think we're gonna end this video here. You know, a little fun winter time. You know, kind of an unexpected video. Normally we don't really make a ton of videos during the week because we have the dedicated stuff and it's pretty boring, but it was kind of adventurous, I guess, getting up to Baltimore and then making the run. Yeah, if I had a choice, I would not like to do it. I don't really care for driving in the winter. It's not my favorite thing to do, but you know, you just have to be safety conscious, slow down, don't drive faster than your skill level can take you, and avoid all the people doing dumb things on the road, pretty much. And then for the most part, you'll stay safe. I mean, anything can happen, obviously, but put yourself in the best situation and hope for the best, I guess. So after the run tonight, we are going to go straight to the house, move some things, collect all the goodies that we've ordered on Amazon in the last few days. You know, have a good time, and then turn around and do this all over again every week. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.